bum, 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 dun, dun. And here we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody out in the lands. The lands between. How goes it? You can tell I've been thinking about Elden Ring. Calling everything the lands between again. Sensei! Sensei! Oh, Ghostly Sensei, I missed you. Aw, we missed you too, Ghostly. We only missed one day. We only missed one day this week. So I feel I haven't been gone too long. But I do appreciate it. How goes it, Ghostly? How is your week? I was thinking about you the other day. Oh yeah. Just like once again, there was one point, Ghostly, where you said me saying I'm a dirty leftist just popped into your brain one time, and I was like, so now I'm always going to imagine if that's how I appear to if I appear in people's thoughts, they're just like, oh, Muppet leftist. But how goes it? How goes it out there? I am brain dead from corporate work. I feel bad. Today was supposed to be a day where I get started on editing the script, because I finished the script, at least finished the vomit draft. It needs a lot of work still, but I finished the vomit draft on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, it would have to have been Tuesday. Yeah, late Tuesday night. And then, and then I just crashed out Wednesday. But I have some corporate stuff I have to catch up on. So, anyway. So be it. Let's see, Ghostly. Life is short. We never know when we become actual ghosts. So I'm going to say it. You're an important aspect of my life, and I love it. Oh, thank you, Ghostly. I appreciate that. That's you know... Best to never let your feelings always express them. Always express your feelings. Don't hide that stuff. So I appreciate it, Ghostly. And I adore all of you. All of everyone here who comes and writes in this little community. Y'all make me so proud. So proud. But I am glad. I am glad that this can be a good space for you where you feel like you've got a safe space to write and work on stuff and all that. So I'm glad it's a little bit of a safe space for you, Ghostly. Boom, vulnerability, that word, growth. Oh, Ghostly. Why don't I have it? It's not edited. It's not properly finished. It's not properly finished, Ghostly. It's not proper. Not done. There's inconsistencies I have to go back and fix because of stuff I just left turns. Do I look like I care? Actually, you know what's really funny is when I finished it, I read Lone Star when it was bad. Lone Star had gotten an edit pass. It's just I didn't like the second half of the script narratively, but I had gone through and I'd cleaned it up. This, like, things won't make sense. Like, certain things just won't. Like, some core rules and how some of the horror stuff works won't make sense. Because I tweaked it and changed it in the end. So now I have to go back and make sure that it follows those rules earlier. So, I know my goal was to have it edited this week. So, Ghostly, in theory, it will be edited this week. But I don't know if I'm going to get to editing today. I know exactly what you're going to pay attention to, Ghostly. I know exactly what you're paying attention to. But I was going to say, the ending got real dark. And I might pull back a little bit. I don't normally say that. And I don't want anyone to think that means it's going to be a happy ending. But I did go take a walk after I finished parts of it. And I was like, I think I got to change. I think it's less... I want the horror and the tension and the dramatic stuff to still hit. So things are going to generally end the same. But how it happens, I have to change. Because it's just too... It's almost too cruel. It's too cruel. It's pretty. The ending's already devastating in a lot of ways. It's very tragic, but it was like I was like, oh geez, that goes hard. That goes a little too hard. So I'm gonna change some things up a little bit. Oh yes, my hope has been dashed. Now you're gonna break me, aren't you? I told you, Ghostly, it's not gonna have a happy ending. I will say, when I was on my walk, I literally was like, is there any way I can give this a happy ending? Because I too almost felt compelled based on how much I came to love these characters and adore these characters. I did actually for a second think about trying to give it the good old classic slasher ending where they get out, but the horror still lingers in the background, that kind of thing. And I was like, no, that completely undermines the entire thematic point of the script. It has to go hard, but I do think I went too hard. So there's some things I'm gonna change at the end to make it not wreck. Okay, Cryptid, how's it going? I just got here and already your hopes are dashed. The script is going to throw Ghostly into a depression. That is not my goal is to make it tragic. But my goal is instead to incite rage. I'm not going to lie, a lot of what this script is doing is supposed to incite a raw and primal fury. Is my goal. This world is so bleak already. Be Miyazaki. Oh hey, you went on a walk yesterday? I did go on a walk, Cryptid. I may never love again. Oh, Ghostly. Oh dear, Ghostly. I did think about that. I did think about, like, if I write the dark stuff, if I go Junji Ito with it, because Junji Ito is such a happy, delightful person, even though he makes, like, these, like, intense horror comics. And the joke is always that he's such a happy person and very delightful because he makes these, like, terrible horror comics. And then Miyazaki is the opposite. Miyazaki makes these, like, these like, triumph of, the human spirit, and sort of, at least even in his most pessimistic, does try to, like, find a hope in humanity for, like, an ecological future. But Miyazaki himself is, like, deeply cynical, like, angry, broken person. Like, if you see interviews with him, he's just a miserable person. So, and I'm like, which one am I gonna be? And I'm like, I definitely lean pretty hard on the Miyazaki side, but I'm not writing, like, Howl's movie, or not. I'm not directing, like, these, like, charming little. Maybe I need to write happy scripts. I don't know. Maybe. Instant incite rage. He forgot to add in Ghostly specifically. It's mostly just rage. I want people to see it and get very angry. Very angry primarily at the passivity of what we collectively as human beings are allowing to occur, both to ourselves and to our lives and the people we love. There are many Virgils in the sea. That's gonna be my weird sequel to Moby Dick, Cryptid. Is just this, they just find Virgils. There is a white there's, like, a giant white cosmic Virgil, a Leviathan Virgil, floating around, and Ghostly is gonna be Ahab, and go hunt the Virgil. But they all end badly. See, here's the thing: is I actually don't think almost all of the scripts that I write, I end pretty ambiguously, where there is a sort of hope at the end. I generally don't, or at least in my opinion, I find them thematically uplifting, even though on the surface they may not be. But in terms of how I construct them and what I'm trying to say with them, I do think that I try to have. Almost all the scripts I write do have some semblance of a happy ending, in my opinion. It's a hard-earned thing, and it's generally like I guess you would call it a Pyrrhic victory. It's not like everybody just wins and it's happy. But I don't find them particularly, like, devastating at the end in terms of like a true tragedy. They're definitely not like Oedipus wandering into the desert blind kind of thing. This one definitely ends on a loss, on a hard downbeat, and I feel like if I change that downbeat, it cheapens it, and completely undoes thematically what I'm trying to say with the whole film. So it kind of has to, or at least I haven't been able to find a way not to have it end that way. But it's definitely the darkest ending I've ever written, for sure. It's yeah, but that's why I'm pulling it back a little bit to try to, and it's still ambiguous in certain ways. In certain respects, it's ambiguous, but don't know why they're in the sea. I'm not to question things at this age. Exactly, Cryptid. Maybe the next Virgil should just be a music venue again. Ghostie's heart bleeds. We'll see. We'll see. I actually think I do Virgil. I'm pretty sure I do Virgil. I'm convinced I do Virgil justice in this, particularly at the end. I think this might be the most Virgil of all Virgil. This might be the Virgil. All other Virgils are going to have to be bit parts to this. This might be the most prime Virgil. One Wildlight went on a walk yesterday and someone else came back. I got. Yeah. This Ghostly's going to have me assassinated. Please, we need more sea monster horror. I know. I really do want to write. I wrote a bunch of short stories that take place out at sea, and I might have to like lean back into it. Please, when is Virgil happy while I win? Name one time. I'm not gonna say anything. I actually think, even though the whole story ends badly, I do think this might be a happy Virgil. We'll see. We'll see. But I think I did. I don't think I did Virgil dirty in this one. You really got to read from the. No, I have that. I have that saved. That's like next up on my library rentals, Cryptid. Ever since you recommended it, it has been on my list. You kill whale, and a man comes out of it. But what if the man is not a man? Something worse. Yeah, that's badass. I'm into that. Why you give me the rage heartbreaking script? Why did you immortalize me when everyone dies and life is awful? I will say there is one thing. I do think that this script is it does immortalize, in my opinion, the power and collective unity of friendship overall. I'm not going to lie, there is a strong through line of the script that is all about the power of friendship. As much as dark and as horrifying as this script is, the power of friendship actually is kind of like one of the key points. One of the key things in this, at least specifically friendship in relation to I guess the world just taking a backseat to letting our entire lives be completely extracted, and our entire souls and emotions being commodified and exploited until we are literally nothing and broken down into dust. so there's dark, but I'm saying that I think I have a pretty strong through line, but that also, because it's such a strong through line, does make the tragedy hit. I think me trying to kind of like sweeten the darker elements of this story by, in my opinion, having probably some of my favorite characters I've written, with like the high school group. I do like those characters a lot. I do think kind of sweetening that a little bit and making that very charming and kind of like leaning into the silly a little bit in the very like 90s slasher movie ways does make the ending hit a lot harder. It like makes it, I'm not gonna lie, it makes it hurt a little bit. So that is an element to it. So I do think if I had made these more like kind of broken characters, like I generally write, like in Blue Devils, we're talking about like broken, very beaten down characters that are, they're realistic, but they're not like, they can be rough around the edges sort of characters. My goal is that you empathize with them, but they're less like overtly kind of gonzo charming the way that I wrote these high school kids to be. Um, so I'm definitely I build a wall that you kind of have to get over to like the characters in some of the other scripts. But it does make the hard edge of this one hit pretty hard. These kids are so damn endearing from everything I've stalked. That's good, Ghostly. I'm glad. I know you've been like going over my shoulder a little bit. Speaking of which, Sensei, we need to freak breaking talk. Wait, what? We need to what? Freak. Wait, I was like, what does that mean? Freak break. Is this a new slang term, right, Cryptid? What are you kids up to? What are the kids up to these days? It's ghostish. Oh, we need to talk. Okay. All right. Okay. Freak break talk. Got it. I every time you keep saying that, I'm gonna think about I'm thinking of breakdancing. Freak break sounds concerning. I mean, I don't know. There, it's like hackers, the '90s hackers, like hack the planet. I feel like freak break could be like a. Oh, you already did that, didn't you? How did you spot that? I guess you must have gone back and stalked on while I was going through tweaking some scenes. Yeah. I threw a little nod there. For the brief period they have Halloween costumes. To be fair, Virgil does not change out of his Halloween costume for a good portion of the second half of the script. But yes. Yeah, that's yeah, we've got, who do we have? We have Twilight, she zooms in on all of your VODs. Cryptid. Oh, that's a Ghostly. I don't even know how you find the time. It blows me away that you have the time to do. Jesus Christ. Man sneaks into a corporation as the Crow. I know he doesn't. Yes. Yeah. The Weirdos Halloween lineup became what was it? What was the Halloween lineup? It was Iggy goes as the Goblin King. Yeah, Iggy goes as the Goblin King. Emma goes as Buttercup. Obviously Virgil goes as the Crow. Sage goes as Tom, the Winslow Tom from the Lighthouse, which he has to clarify because no one knows what the hell he's doing. And then Bryden goes as serial killer. Who, that's actually this might be funny. I don't think Ghostly, I don't know if you've seen Hackers. I'm just assuming you've never seen Hackers, the 90s movie. It's a favorite of mine. But this is my indirect nod to Scream, is that serial killer, who I think actually is probably the best one to dress up from that movie, because he's got like braids and crazy glasses and a wacky outfit with like a military jacket, but he's a hacker. But he's played by Matthew Lillard, who, if you don't know, Matthew Lillard is the hey, welcome in, Tuke again. Thank you, of course, for the lurk. Yes, add it to the movie. We have to do Lost Boys first, but yeah, we'll add. But Matthew Lillard, yeah, Ghostly, I'm assuming, because I know you like Scream, who Matthew Lillard is. But yeah, he's the glanky, goobery. Do I spoil Scream? I'm assuming everybody has seen Scream, but he is the second killer in Scream. So that's my little indirect nod to Scream. But that's like the whole Halloween outfit thing. Dude, oh, are you talking about in Hackers? Yeah, his outfit in Hackers is badass. It's fucking wild. Yeah. Hackers is a great movie. It's definitely one of those cult classics that I defend vehemently for how campy and pulpy and wild it is. Back in the days when hacking equivalent to like digital dolphins swimming through weird, trippy cyberspace. And people were like, that's how computers work. Anyway, great movie. Actually, a great early Angelina Jolie role, too. where she plays one of the best hackers, like, because there's the whole like tension romance thing between her and the main character, and of course he freaks out when he finds out that she's like the hacker that always beats him. Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie, and reverses gender roles when it comes to S&M culture in one of my favorite dream sequences ever. Anyway, great movie. I highly recommend it. It's good times. Definitely highly on the list. Anyway, so that's the Halloween costume lineup. Yeah, Crypto. He's a genuine good egg too. Yeah, he's a big D&D head. He owns the business Beetle and Grimm, or whatever it's called, where they do like these really fancy releases of all the D&D stuff. And actually, he also has an incredible role in Twin Peaks: The Return as one of the early characters. Amazing performance. He like gives a truly stunning performance I have never seen Lillard do in anything, like completely unique performance to anything he's ever done, and it's incredible. So anyway, just a whole thing. Yeah, and you're right, Crypto. He is a genuine good egg. He's a good guy. Ghoster reminded me that I need to show you clips from Scream, the unlicensed music. Oh God. It's such a gift. That's like have you ever watched the Sailor Moon, the Japanese Sailor Moon live action like TV soap opera melodrama? If you haven't seen that, I'm pretty sure you can get it online. I'm pretty sure you can get a subtitled version online, but I'm pretty sure I'm assuming it's licensed, but it's done very much. It's fucking bananas. It's great though. It's so great. I love it. Like literally Tuxedo Mask just like shows up, does his bit, and you know how he like flies away in the anime? They just straight up film him running with his cape out. It's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. It's it's so amazing. I'm pretty sure you could find clips of it on YouTube, but I highly recommend the live action Sailor Moon from Japan. It's chef's kiss, peak Japanese soap opera, but with like Sailor Senshi transformations. It's like a mixture. It's just like soap operas meet Power Rangers, like the old Sentai Rangers. But anyway, I could go on. It's highly recommend. Just go check it out on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find clips. It's great. Highly recommend. Hackers in Tower. Oh, Hackers in Tower Records. Nice. Of course you do. Why Hackers also one of the nesting partners' favorites. Yeah. It's got a cult fan base. I've been to many midnight showings of Hackers, but not more than one. It's given the one Scooby-Doo Cybercase crossover thing. Well, that's just because Matthew Lillard. Yeah, I was on the phone with a friend when I was going through the VOD, and poor Kea, just unprompted, her eardrums were burst by, this freaking Frostle, he did not, oh my God, he freaking did. Oh, that's, yeah, well, you know, I felt it required a tip of the hat. The Scream musical was done at a bar, you could only see it live. Okay, so it was like a traveling thing. That's like, that was like because it got banned and removed because of Warner Brothers nonsense. But it was oh God, what's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? The comedian guy who did China, Illinois, and he also did all those YouTube short songs. But he did a thing called Wizard People, Dear Reader. That was him essentially reading his own version of Harry Potter, and he used to read it over the first movie, and it has like one of my favorite lines, McGonagall. Oh, how the wine talks. But anyway, I think you can still find the audio of that places. I cannot remember his name, but he did China, Illinois, and all that. But hey, kids are asleep. Welcome in. Hey, what's up, everybody? Got the whole crew here. Welcome. We're literally just talking about unofficial plays / performances of copyrighted cinematic materials. I did not know about the Scream musical, though. And that's truly badass if they just did that at bars. That's incredible. Your DMs that night were something else. Truly a treasure. This sounds like Russian Musketeers musical turns to soap opera camp. I'm telling you. like the Sailor Moon live action soap opera from Japan is it also might actually be my favorite version of Sailor Moon. The Sailor Moon R movie, I think it's R, right? Yeah, I think it's R. It's whatever the one is where the power of friendship and they fall on a meteor back to Earth and the ending's like totally badass. It was directed by Ikuhara, who did Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is a very good show. He also directed a bunch of the early animes too. But in terms of like peak Sailor Moon, the live action Sailor Moon soap opera is so bonkers. It might be the best version of Sailor Moon. It's so good. It's like actually good. Like you kind of can't turn it off as campy and bonkers as it is. On our Twitch stream, we have this one friend who writes up stuff for her husband. Oh, cool. And we do it in our best voice imitations of the characters. That's badass. The goofy fanfic is what it is, I guess. That's badass. Kids are asleep. That is always good to do some literature and some wild voices. Neely. That's it. Oh my god, I got his name. Brian Neely or Brad Neely. Because he did is it Brad Neely? Yes, it's Brad Neely. Yeah, he did a bunch of weird stuff on like you can see he does like music videos and stuff on YouTube. But he had a show on Adult Swim called China, Illinois, but way back. He did a thing called Wizard People Dear Reader, and if you can find an audio recording of him just doing Wizard People Dear Reader, it's just weird. It's just like Harry Potter's like a drunken louse, and like it's bonkers. That's incredible. Love y'all for it. Yes. Yeah. Always do weird odd fanfic or like some version and then perform it. It's peak. Always will be peak, as the kids say. Okay. All right. We're going to run ads. I have to go check on my beans. I gotta go check on my beans. I've been slow cooking beans all day. So I gotta go check on my beans and then we're going to get started on our first sprint. I will be off mic. I have to do corporate work. So I will be doing corporate work for, I'm hoping, the first sprint or maybe two. I'm really hoping I can get to editing by the third sprint. That's my goal. The goal today is that I actually can get to editing the script on the third sprint. But that is the plan. I read the entire first episode of Magic the Gathering Bloomborough story in my imitation of Liliana from Oh no. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Interesting. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so you're reading like your story though, because you wrote. I'm assuming that's what you wrote that. So you get like extra points for being able to do that. Go see. Also, Twilight, I will shut up after this, promise. But you little Muppet nesting doll. A Muppet nesting doll is wild. Last stream you went through what I assume is either the Virgil death or fake out. Oh, did I? Oh, maybe I did get to that. Yeah, there's a break at the Axiom with Emma, Virgil, and Sage. That's the end of that's the end of the second act. But I didn't get to know because you scrolled away right before the thing could probably unfold. I was a puddle. I was broken. Was deader than a Virgil in the desert. You just gonna have to wait, Ghostly. You're just gonna have to. Virgil at his house with his little brother. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That does sound about right. I remember that too because I have a music note in that for a Smashing Pumpkins song to kick in. One of my. But yes, you might just have to wait to find out what happens. To find out what happens after that. Oh God, which one? You should know which one. Well, I mean, there's a million. There's Smashing Pumpkins. It's we all know how Smashing Pumpkins be, but it is what is it? The butterfly. Blah, 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 blah. Why can I not remember? Bullet with butterfly wings. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Bullet with butterfly wings. It's like one of the more famous ones. It's the one that starts. The world is a vampire. The world is a vampire. Of course it is. Of course, naturally. Yeah. I loathe you. All right. All right, we're going to run ads. Everybody go get tea, go prep, and we got work to do. So, we'll catch you all back here after the break where we start our words. All right, we'll see you shortly. I got to go check on my beans. Yeah, that's definitely not going to end well. Well, I didn't know if it was going to be disarm. Oh, disarm would be too. Yeah, that's a good one. Go cry. Some of us will go cry. Oh, ghostly. Because the chorus of disarm. I mean, there's a ton of Smashing Pumpkin songs that would work. That would absolutely work. But yes, I picked that one. And that one also had the like thumping beat that I wanted to intro into the next part. All right. Gotta go check on my beans. Okay. All right. Here we go. What is Ghostly saying? Ah. Oh, and why the music stop? Oh, there we go. Cut to Ghostly crying in Valencia. Or Vanicia? I thought it was Valencia. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. It's gonna be all right, Ghostly. Um, oh boy. Uh, aside from my hard mango, I have a song for. All right. Well, let me know. Let me know what the song rec is, and I will check it out. But in the meantime, we have words to do. I have evil corporate nonsense to do. So let's get started. And we'll catch up back at the break. Action Winter Journey Nero's Day at Disneyland. Okay. All right. I'll check that out. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We will catch you on the backside. I'm going to switch the tunes over. Um, so feel free to mute if the tunes be distracting. Happy writing, and we'll catch you on the other side. All right, there we go, everybody. That is the end of that sprint. Of course, I had to juggle cat and laptop for the whole first half of that sprint. my child, he was being very lovey, so it was very sweet. He was being very, very sweet, so I couldn't be mad at him. But anyway, ghostly shuffleboard. All right, let me start the down timer. Bring the music down a little bit. All right. Do 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 do. Bum ba ba. Oh, weird. Oh, why did that switch? Did that switch? When did that switch? Did I click on that by accident? Oh. Weird. Huh. I think for whatever reason the scene got switched over to the waiting. That was weird. That's what I was doing. I was just sacrificing for sacrificing for the corporate lords. Shuffle board. There you go, Ghostly. Large asteroid. Yeah, exactly. Why are we on Thankfully, she only gave me the 1,000-yard stare from the couch. There, you got off easy, Moon Runes. You got off easy. Right after. Oh, interesting. Okay. Weird. Okay. I might have to watch. I wonder if it, like, for whatever reason, it just auto swapped. That is strange. Okay. Muppa, you don't have to bleed for them. I totally was not just looking for a new Discord PFP that whole time. A Discord what? PFP? Oh, is that a profile picture? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Took me a second, but I got it. I was totally doing words. I mean, there you go. That works. Sure you were. Words in Google looking for pictures. I'm debating between revisions or procrastinating working on a small drawing idea. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a I guess it depends on, like, the wrist. Well, I guess the wrist is writing too, so it doesn't really help. I don't know. I don't know if maybe I always feel like when you're drawing, like, it wears on the wrist more than writing, but I might be wrong. I was doing boring adult stuff where, yeah, I mean, I'm doing corporate garbage. Aging himself already. It's always aged. Always old. Always old. Although I have my notebook of terminology that the kids today are using. I'm trying to learn. Trying to keep it in there. Procrastination. Always a fan of that. If you need Rex for wrist braces and compression gloves, I'm always there. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yep. Wrist braces are the best, particularly if you're drawn. I'm doing edits. Ooh, and fuck yes, kids are asleep. Werewolf research for the urban fantasy. I should not be writing. Why should you not be writing that? I am, or is it because you should be doing? I was like, urban fantasy with werewolf. That sounds like an absolute thing. Absolutely should be a thing. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have like 10,000 other things to do. Yeah. I am in support of any sort of research rabbit hole. Is like, it's the only time I waste a day without really feel liking I wasted a day. I don't know why. Like, I can play video games all day, and sometimes I'll feel kind of bad about it. I just never feel bad if I walk away from, like, a research hole. It's a thing. It's just like a time sink. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Drawing would be moderately quick and easy, so I could do that first, and if I have time, I could do revisions. Hey, yeah, do that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That's one of my that's me with my spa books. One of us. Pushes Vamp book off the desk. It's fine. Hell yeah, yeah. If I didn't have to have all these edits done for a morning meeting, I would absolutely be doing the edits. And I just found out I'm gonna be busy tomorrow night too, so I have to. I wanted to have the edits and the script done by Friday. We will see. It's going to be a long day of editing tomorrow if I'm going to try to have, like, a pass done with all the stuff I need to tweak about the script done by tomorrow night. But it's Monster Palooza. No, there will not be a hot vampire. There will not be a hot vampire in this. There always. That is to its detriment. There should be a hot vampire. I am very pro hot vampires. I remember. I can tell you a very nerdy thing that I used to drive my friend nuts with. My rich friend who had all the cool stuff because I was poor, but just because I was obsessed, particularly with very stoic hot vampires when I was a kid. It was like vampires were. I was like definitely a vampire kid, but I am in full support of this. The research rabbit hole is the Zen place. It's where good vibes live. Agreed. Exactly. There will be 2 hot vamps. Yeah, that's right. Not just 1. There will be 2. I've actually been hanging out with people born after the 1900s recently, or 1900s or the 1990s. I know Ghostly not hanging out in the nursery. The 1900s. Or, oh, you're being hyperbolic. Okay. So forgive me if I speak the language of my people. I mean, language is meant to be modified and used in such a way. As a rule, I am not a vampire girly, lol. Okay, fair enough. My vamps are usually bad guys or dorks. I sympathize with that a little bit. I mean, it's definitely nerdy, but there's like hot. Maybe I just grew growing up at that age. It was just like hot, long-haired, like pale anime boys and like anime ladies as vampires. I think I just grew up at that time where like that. And also the Bram Stoker's Dracula, like I think I saw that when I was maybe 8 or 9. I was way too young to watch that movie, so like hot lusty vampirism is like in my brain. That's just it in that case I am a part of that zeitgeist. Every vampire in Vamp Book is hot. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Nosferatu, and that's not sexy vampire, although it is still kind of weirdly kinky and about like flirting with death in the darkness, but in a different way, in a like not hot Gary Oldman way. I am very team Shifter. I gotcha. Werewolf. Gotcha. Because they're all charming in their own ways and very queer. Yeah, that's true. The 1900s Ghostly. I know. I think Ghostly's just being hyperbolic. I have 2 ships in my urban fantasies at present: Hot Warlock and Hot Werewolf. I'm all about Warlocks. Warlocks are my jam. Warlocks are badass. I will take Warlocks over vampires. I'm very pro hot vampires. Twilight outing his inner preferences. That's a good quote. It's a good quote. It's a good. That might be a good quote. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. Hot Warlock. Yeah, big fan of Hot Warlock. That's cool. You're not wrong. It just hurts. I was a Fright Night. Yeah, 80. Yeah, that's Fright Night's also great. Growing up, and I'm in the minority and thinking the remake is better. Interesting. Okay. I have not actually watched the remake, the one with Colin Farrell, but yeah. Was it like watching Rubber at 7 years old? Is that an equivalent? Rubber's just stranger and really weird for what you your preferences and also tolerances. Rubber's very strange for that. Definitely not the weirdest thing, but like Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola is just it's the horniest of horny movies. It's just it's so like it like a comically so. So it's just it was definitely like if you're trying to like keep kids not looking at sex, it's the wrong movie. That's because you are a warlock. Well, you've got bias. That's fair. That's fair. Hot Warlock is shipped with Hot Ghost Puncher. Okay, that's badass. Ghostly is pro Hot Blacksmith. We love medieval blue collar workers. The Ghostly revealing the proletarian. Ghostly speaking for the proletarian people. You know, 100%, 100%. You're going full commie there, Ghostly. I appreciate that. That's because you have one time Ghostly and it's just big, one large man. Hold on, wait. Wait. Hold on. I think most French films are strange in one way or another. Yeah, Rubber's a unique one because it's like it's doing like kind of Americana murder story, like Road, very like it's trying to like deconstruct that sort of like the Bonnie and Clyde slash Terrence Malick Badlands thing, but in like the most bizarrely French surreal way possible by having it just be like a tire. It's very strange. Very strange. I'm trying to think what the weirdest movie I saw as a kid. I do remember my brother dragging me to go see Blade. And I actually got a phobia of R-rated movies for a short period of time because the blood scene at the beginning of that movie really freaked me out. Like that scene like freaked me out. I don't know why. Oh, you know what I think? No, I think it was the blood at the club, but it was also the weird birth scene at the very, very beginning of that movie where you see Blade get born. Because that scene is super violent and weird and messed up. Because she's giving birth while she, is dying from being bitten by a vampire. So it's like this like hyper intense scene. And I think that like really messed me up as a kid. So, but I remember seeing Blade on the big screen when everyone's heads blow up. That like really freaked me out. Now when you watch that movie, it's great, but yeah, it's just I don't know. There's something it triggered something in my little kid brain that like really traumatized me for a while. You had a silence, I kill you. I was gonna say blacksmiths are generally, Hey, speaking of Elden Ring, blacksmiths play a big role in that game, including the godhead Marika. Operates as a blacksmith. Okay, I gotta walk around. My blood pressure is doing a problem. Oh no! Wait, are you? Oh no! Kids are asleep. Please walk around. Don't let blood pressure do blood pressure shit. We're all Reacher fans here. Okay, yeah, Reacher. You can't. House is Warrior. We've been over this. Oh no. I hope the walk helps. Jeez, I'm sorry, kids. That's really not good. Oh, okay. Oh, you have low blood pressure. Okay. Been your whole life. Yes. Well, do what you can to. I mean, I guess it's better than. I actually don't. As long as it's not POTS, where your blood pressure drops and you like pass out. I was gonna say it's probably better than high blood pressure, but I think any abnormal blood pressure is just generally not not good. Oh, all right. Let's run ads. Running ads, and then we'll dive back in. Requiem for a Dream sticks out one that stuck to me as weird when I was younger. Yeah, I think I saw Requiem in middle school, so I think I was relatively well. And I watched it after Pi. I didn't see it before Pi. All right, ads we go, and then we will dive into our next sprint. Blade is so campy, is a delight. Yeah, Blade's great. Blade is a great movie. Fantastic film. Also, some of the best wire work. I mean, even predating The Matrix, the wire work in Blade is great. Do. Thank you, Ghostly. Thank you, Ghostly. Thank you for helping. All right. Ugh, I want to be done with this goddamn corporate stuff. I hate it. I've been working on it all day. So I'm tired of it. Ghostly is best helper. She carries chairs real good. The scripts are Blade. They are punchy, yeah. Blade, and then of course Blade 2 by Del Toro. It's got all the visual flair that a Del Toro movie has, which is great. Yeah. Oh man, that's making me think of like a lot of those early 90s. I definitely saw movies I should not have seen when I was young. But most of them, nothing quite as like avant-garde and out there as like Rubber. I don't think I saw anything quite as like pulpy. Although when I'm trying to think what year that was when I'm trying to think what year that might have been when rubber was kind of like really out there. Because I was in college, I think, when we all watched that film. So, Wiley, can you listen to my song before we go back, or can it? Oh, yeah, yes. Let me hold on one second. Let me go find it. I was a well-seasoned cinemaphile as a child. I mean, that's a damn good start, to be honest with you. Okay, all right. What was the name of it, Ghostly? I wrote it down and now I can't find it. Let me do the search here really quick. Before we dive back in. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, Ghostly, let me know what the name of the song was so I can, because I wrote it down and now it's gone. So I can go find it though. Where are you at? Why can I not find this? It should be. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Action Winter Journey. It's like, why can I not find this? Nero Day at Disneyland. Wait. Okay, yeah. Wait. Hold on. Why didn't I... It's a weird one, but it has vibes. I need to know if I'm 3 for 3. Some break beat. Okay. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's got a vibe. I dig it. I dig the weirdness of it. I like that. I like that a lot. I do really like that. Yeah. I can see why you picked this, Ghostly, because I got a lot of Matmos in the movie playlist, and where they go like real hard with the kind of like the glitch, kind of like, yeah, where they kind of it's very Matmosy. Yeah, it's got that worm. Yeah, it might be a little too bit. Like it might be a little too bit electro beat, like bit like Oh god, there was a term for this. It's not. I mean, oh, it's like where they video gameize music, like old retro video games. Yeah, that's got yeah, 8-bit. It's like bit pop or something like that, where they specifically do it, but with like that kind of like 8-bit music side. Might be a little bit too bitty for me. But it is kind of funny when it goes into. I do kind of like when it goes a little bit into like oh, what's that classical song? It's got a little bit of a like it's leaning on. There's a famous classical song that sounds very familiar to when it hits that main beat, bit like that main beat. It's not. Is it Night on? No, it's not. It's not. It's gonna be outside of my. But there's a classical music song or track from a symphony that sounds a lot like. It was a very retro game. I figured, yeah. If it would get for some project of yours, something Russian, a video game like 8-bit Russian thing would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. But But it's, yes, I can see why I can see it definitely vibes. It definitely vibes with what I'm going for. Specifically because of the Matmo stuff that I put in. I can see, yeah, it fits. It fits in that way. I could see that being something that Virgil just listens to constantly because Virgil's insane. But, okay, all right. Let us dive. It is time to get back to the words. Time to get back to the words. Ugh. All right. Let me make sure everything is good to go. All right. Happy writing, everybody. I am going to be, and I am going to be doing corporate stuff. I listened to it, and my first thought was, this gives Fossil. This gives Fossil. I appreciate that, Ghostly. That's all right. Gives Fossil's got vibes, I guess. All right. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We'll catch you on the other side. Okay, there we go. That is the end of that sprint, everybody. We're gonna go and start the down timer. I got like no work done, but that's fine. So we'll do it on the 3rd, but we are in the middle of an AI discussion, which is always going to be interesting. Let's see here. My biggest problem with that is that like that kind of upscaling doesn't happen in like normal footage. Like you have a 1080p negative off an ARRI, and you up it to 4K, or you do it, you don't get nearly as much of that like artificial sharpening and any of that kind of wild. It just looks alien and deeply uncomfortable. I mean, yeah, it looks better than it did in the past, but it still just generally has an aesthetic that I'm not like. It doesn't understand how light works on the skin. It's like, it's not painterly. It's just mimicking what it thinks light does. And that's not really how light works. It's just, it doesn't, yeah. And also, it's very limited in what you can do visually. And I'm sure it'll get better at that. But I guess the biggest, like, philosophical difference, but yeah, that's the biggest thing is like, I tend to side with Miyazaki when we've given up on ourselves to even be able to be creative or create images. We now are just relying on images and prompts, or like prompts to create, essentially to dream for us. And I find that like deeply depressing. Like really bad. I find it generally very soul crushing, in a lot of ways, because it's just a complete lack of faith in the human experience, at least in terms of like the way that I feel what AI is doing. Let me catch up on chat here. Oh, Ghostly, is it past your bedtime? That is true. I don't think anyone here is going to get convinced that AI is worth it, to be fair. I do, yeah, Topaz. I know people that use Topaz. I mean, they use Topaz in the industry, occasionally. But that's taking information, extracting information. It's not like large language model generation. Yeah, I know the VIA. I have had 2 friends send me short films they've made on VO. See, as a creator, I see the AI approach totally different. Being able to use AI to create whatever I want is allowing me to tell fantastic stories. I literally just I just got into a debate about this with a buddy of mine who's an independent filmmaker. I guess I just wholeheartedly disagree. I think, yes, utilizing tools so that you can do things without them, or at least limiting the amount of reliance on finance and the mechanization of filmmaking, unfortunately, is a thing that's very expensive and costs a lot of money. But at the same time, like I at the same time take a camera and go make a movie about 2 people. Like I just or do something. I mean, there's a great short film called The American Astronaut, which is done where all the effects are done as paintings and the camera's moving over paintings. Like, use it as a stylistic decision, instead of trying to mimic, like, $100 million budget. That's at least my philosophy. My philosophy behind it is like the moment we generally completely remove ourselves from the actual act of creating. It's just a prompt that, yeah, you're finagling it, but it's not the actual act itself of painting it or writing it, or you're not with an actor trying to discover a moment in time that you're capturing that has like a sense of reality. It's like, there's a reason why when you're on set and you're directing something, you're talking about things being real. It doesn't feel real. These moments need to feel real. They need to feel like they're not false. And we're still in this, like, I mean, we've been struggling. This has been a problem we've been struggling with CGI for so long. I mean, Cameron has been trying for fucking 30 years to try to fight this with the Uncanny Valley. Like, it doesn't feel real. There is a dissonance there that we just, as try as we might, we still have.
And even Spielberg was smart enough to know that you can't like for whatever reason we really do identify like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. There's a reason why he did it the way he did because we it looks real. It looks realer to have just straight up puppet eyes that are modded onto a CGI background than it is to actually like we think plastic eyes are more realistic than what we can do in CG. It just there's something in our brain that registers that way. It's same reason why we react to slow motion in certain ways, same way we react to hyper frame rates in certain ways. Technology does not always mean it's a good thing. And like sure, like there are things that not large language model AI can do, but like there is like scene extrapolation. I mean, I used an embedded background generator in DaVinci, which is a part of the program, to remove a guy's leg. And it could just paint the background, but it's doing that based on the image I'm providing, the color tone, the space I'm providing. It's creating essentially a fast CG thing. Like, it's fine, but it's not dreaming the goddamn thing for me. It's not hallucinating a thing. It's a very hyper specific point at which I'm essentially, yes, I'm replacing a roto artist, but you know, and honestly, if I could, I would have paid for a roto artist. But it's different than just generating a thing like from scratch. Yes, but you are like taking it from essentially a bunch of we're just taking it. We're just extracting it from it's not public domain, but it's publicly available. And they're trying to use that as a loophole to be able to have this technology be a thing, which is like the logic behind it can be useful as a tool, but the way it is being used is like it's like a religious thing. It's like a fervor. It's a cult. It's straight up a fucking cult. And that like bothers me. Like the people treat this tech like it's the coming of Christ. And it's weird to me. It's like all this tech is doing is essentially just it's going to just create generations of like homogenized slop, which we're already fighting against because studios are just doing that in general. It's what like the over reliance on market research does for the narrative. So it's just I've had this, particularly working in independent film, I've had this conversation many, many, many times with a lot of friends of mine who work where they're trying to find ways to create cheaper matte paintings, make things look at a higher budget. And my only thing that I can say is it's like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it is a thing that I choose to actively rebel against. It just is. The way Tarantino has, you can say it's an archaic. The way Tarantino rejects streaming and hates, he will never shoot digitally. He will only ever shoot on film. There are certain lines in the sand that we draw, and this is definitely the line I am drawing. So that is my somewhat nuanced but not really nuanced AI take. Let me catch up on chat here. I think there's a difference between CGI. Yeah, there is, Rune Wolf. Yeah, there 100% there is. I'm talking about large language model AI generators. I'm not talking about like AI tools that are embedded in like things like Photoshop and stuff. I mean, they're trying to bridge the gap, but it's very specifically that. You finished your drawing? It's in Discord? Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta look at this. What did you do, Moon Runes? Oh my god, Moon Runes, that's amazing. I fucking love it. Okay, alright, so we need to make two versions of the Litecoin. The Litecoin. The one that Ghostly made, and then the one that Moon Runes made. I do it, and you did it as a Muppet. It's so, oh my god, it's perfect. Oh fuck. It's so perfect. With the headphones. I do like that you specifically did Beaker, too. Moon Runes. The fact that you did Beaker is killing me. Oh my god. It's perfect. Moon Runes, you damn talent. Yeah, exactly. You literal legend. Moon Runes, Moon Runes wins stream. Stream isn't really about winning, but Moon Runes wins stream for sure. I fudging love this more than life. Yeah, you win. I hate Bitcoin and crypto, but yes, Beaker design is perfect. Yeah. I mean, the Litecoin is literally us making fun of crypto. And the fact that at one point Ghostly did say that that she thought I was starting a cult or like a crypto like pyramid scheme because I said you had to. I don't know why you thought I said bring me 3 more students, not find more teachers. But very funny, very funny. I will give all my money to that Muppet. I mean, I would give. I'm gonna give all my money to that Muppet. That's incredible. That is fucking incredible. Moon runes. I love it. Um, I love this more than life. Oh, I was mildly concerned. Uh, I will upload the side by side, the side by side of the 2 Litecoins. Oh my god, that's perfect. That's so perfect. I love it. Um, that is true. Ghostly does sit on a mountain of it. That is Ghostly is the. Yep. It's perfect. It's oh my god. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Oh, they're so good though. They're so good. Oh, my god. So perfect. Really what it is just the fact that it's Beaker. I think the thing that's Beaker back to where have a good chat, Majin. Good chat. And then yeah, good luck with your work. Good luck with the writing and the words. I know you're prolific as hell, so good luck. I'm sure you knock them out. Uh yeah, you write a shitload. Um we're all made of us better by your presence, you absolute treasure. Indeed. Indeed, Moon Runes. It's amazing, Ghostly. Working on low budget horror feature, these producers, yeah. Well, good luck with that. That can be a nightmare in of its own. So, Godspeed. And then that, well, that's coming. Um, oh God, I love these. I love these. Oh no, why did I do that? No, there we go. Um, Absolutely a delight. We need a now. We need a now we need a crypto scheme. Good luck with that, Majin Buu. Good luck. I do genuinely hope it is. Um, Moon Rooms art. Let's go. Let's fricking go. Yeah. It's yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Something will have to be done with the 2 different Litecoins for sure. Something must be done. Something magical must be done with these 2 because they're fantastic. Are we done? Are we okay? All right. So we gotta dive in. All right. Let's see if I can get this corporate trash done. In my head, you 2 have just done 2 sides of 1 coin. It's the heads and tails of it. Oh, that's a good point. Oh shit, we need to do ads. Okay. Thank you, Cryptid. I completely would have forgotten about that. Okay, running ads. Okay, I'm gonna go stock on tea, and then we'll dive back into it. Oh my god, that does need to be the front and the back. Yeah, yeah, it's perfect. Make a singular, and you make a singular coin with those 2 images. All right, all right. I will be right back.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, there we go. Oh, we still got 40 minutes of ads. Still got 40 minutes of ads. 40 minutes. 40 seconds, I mean. Let's see. Also, wait, let me catch up. You know, if I got the right blade for the circuit, I could probably make a Litecoin. Oh shit, like an actual real one. That would be amazing. That would be really badass. It'd be like an actual physical coin. Maybe I don't have the maker. Also, I just need you to know you're the stream superhero tonight for so many reasons. I have an Air 2 because I think the engraving tool on the maker is garbage. I was like, I'm pretty sure you could do that. I'm trying to think. I had a buddy who used to do like coin presses. I mean, it was like, I think it was one they did for like the Ren Fair. I don't know. It had a bunch of stipulations on it because, you know, they don't want you don't want to get in trouble for doing like forging counterfeit currencies. For 40 minutes, 40 minutes of ads. Yeah, no, that would be too much. Like there's like no one. The only people making money on these ads is Twitch. Like that's like 40 minutes of ads. It's horrible. I was gonna say 40 minutes. Don't scare me like that. Jesus, can you imagine? We're just all by that point. We're all just like brain dead. We're just like melting, eyes like seeping out of our heads. We mostly use our household circuit for stickers and book swag. Nice. Oh, you know what? I need to figure out. Before we dive into our sprint, I actually do need to figure out. I wanted to get the princess emote that you made, Moon Runes. I was gonna try to find a way to get like one pressing of that so I could put it on her urn, because I have a piece of art for each of the cats that I like, and I wanted to put that on her urn. But I also don't want to order like 50 of them, which usually when you actually try to order stickers, you have to order them in like bulk. But I think I'm gonna have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I can find a way to make that. But if you know of any ways to make a sticker very like a single sticker very very cheaply, let me know how that's possible. Because that Also, I feel like that captures her essence very clearly. That was definitely who she was in spirit. Was the depiction Moon Runes has of Princess is definitely the perfect spirit capture. I have one for the Golden Boy. I actually had a sticker made of him years and years and years ago. That I have, but I had one for her, but I like the other one better. I like the emote version better. And make it vinyl. So, oh really? You can. Oh shit. Okay. How is that? I'll have to bug you about that, Cryptid, or at least let me know how that is doable. If you have a circuit, you can do it. But if not, I can just do it and send the file. Oh, nice. Okay. But yeah. I'll figure. I mean, I'm not putting that on any of you. It's something I was just gonna see if anyone knew how to do it, and I can just do it. But you don't have one anymore, sadly. Yeah. It's something I can do. It's not something I just needed to figure out how to do it. That wasn't ordering stickers in bulk. All right, let's dive into. This will be the last sprint of the eve. The day is being swallowed by the man. today has been swallowed in more ways than one by the man. I did not want to bring up the fact that so much of that horror script I'm writing is about that shit. Okay. It's literally the core thematic punch of the script. Anyway. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We'll see you on the other side. All right. Like, god damn it. Not only did I not finish, I'm going to be doing this stupid edit probably for another like 2 hours. All right. Well, everyone, that is going to conclude our stream this evening. But I need to go make dinner and finish that edit. And then at some point I will edit the script. If that happens tomorrow morning, or if I just become insane and decide to do it tonight. I was really amped to work on this script today. But I have to have these edits done for a meeting in the morning, so I kind of have to do them. Okay. We're with you in spirit. Thank you, Moon Runes. You're wonderful, wonderful, great. You got this. Don't hurt yourself over this. It's just annoying. It's just annoying, and I want to get this script in a good spot, because then I can work on some other stuff too that I kind of want to get going. And there's a possibility that the next short film, the next like major short film I try to direct to like pitch this project, is going to be the opener from this, or at least a contracted version of this to try to sell this script, because this is definitely a script I feel like it either is the best thing I've written, or one of the best things I've written, or one of the worst things I've written. But it's definitely one of the ones I want to make. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yes, please have dinner and kick that script in the butt when you can. Yeah, I know. It's just I got to get it out, because then it like lingers in the brain, and I keep thinking about it. Like I keep thinking about the edits I need to make, but also just like constructing it in a way. So that's So we'll see, but I do want to get it done. So, anyway, sorry, Ghostly, curse away. Do it. I like how you apologize here for cursing. This is definitely a pro-cursing stream. That is lingering means good. Thank you. Good. I hope so. You'll rack up some more awards from it for sure. I hope so, Moon Runes. We'll see. I did get my first review, which was middling. I don't know if I told everybody this, but I got 5 out of 10 on the first YouTube review of the movie, and he was like not wild about it. But I was like, yeah, I agree with all your critiques. Like, yeah, that's fair. It's great. Anyway, the review was on YouTube. No, I am not telling you, Ghostly. Ghostly's gonna go just be like, that is like, just yell at some random guys. Be like, who is this person? Ghostly's in not well. Yeah, I know she probably will find it anyway. I am not disclosing that information until things have calmed down a little bit. We're all fiery. We're all in a mood. We're all pissed off at our impending replacement, our impending demise as a civilization, as expressive and communicative human beings. So I'm gonna let that cool down just for a sec. She'll make it go viral. 100% right, Moon Runes. Exactly. Not me. I'm just tired. It's on you. The movie's not on YouTube. The review. No. Ghostly. The review was on YouTube. It was a YouTube reviewer, not the movie. The movie's not on YouTube. I have to wait till I hear back from the Tokyo Horror Film Fest before I can start posting that stuff places. So, it is not. Yeah, no, the review is on YouTube. I just shake my head like an old man on my porch. Hell yeah, Cryptid. Hell yeah. I get that. This is most of my life these days. I'm gonna find this man or woman, or I'm gonna get him. I see. That's what I knew would happen. Watching a child's play with a firework and thinking it won't get them hurt. Just a firework. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're just so like they'll either live or they won't. Anyway, I know, Ghostly. I know. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna call it there. I am just gonna post the most eloquent response, because to any of that bullshit in the Discord, because I am certainly not that eloquent, but I think everybody knows where I stand on the AI nonsense. So, all right, everybody. Well, have a good night. And we will catch you tomorrow. My brain just slowly shutting down. Anyway, we'll catch you all tomorrow. I won't. I'll be mean. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Love you all. Be